Welcome to ClickMyProject.com. Now we are going to discuss about real-time detection scheme for memory DoS denial of service attack on cloud computing application. Memory denial of service attack refers to a class of cyber attacks that aim to exhaust the memory resource of a system, rendering it unavailable to legitimate user. This type of attack is particularly dangerous in a cloud computing environments where multiple users share the same resource. Detection and mitigation of a M-DoS attack in a real time is a challenging task, as they often involve a large number of low-rate requests, making it difficult to distinguish them from legitimate traffic. Several real-time detection schemes have been proposed to identify and mitigate M-DoS attack in a cloud computing environments. We are going to predict using SVM algorithm. The dataset used in this study was collected from various sources and pre-processed to extract relevant features for attack detection. A feature selection process was applied to identify the most important features for attack detection. The SVM algorithm achieved an accuracy of 95%. Now let's discuss about the flow diagram of this project. Initially, the start page will be displayed on the screen. In that, user need to register himself using username, password and user ID. After that, using those credentials, he need to log in. After the successful login, a user select the dataset and load the dataset. After this process, data pre-processing will be happen on the data. Data pre-processing is nothing but removing null values and replacing those null values with a 0. Because if there is a missing value, then the prediction will not be in a accurate manner. So after the pre-processing, data splitting will be happen. It is split in the ratio of 80:20. After the successfully splitting a data, the classification algorithm is applied on the data. Algorithm used in this project is KNN and SVM. KNN is K nearest neighborhood and SVM is a support vector machine. And KNN produces a low accuracy. So we are going to predict using a SVM algorithm. In the prediction module, user is going to give the input. According to that input, the result will be shown. In that result, it may be either normal or attack. After viewing the result, user will log out from this process. Now let's see how to run the project. Click on the start button. If the user is a new user, the user need to register himself. So giving on the username, password as user, user ID is user7, registered successfully. So click on the OK button. So using those credentials, the user need to log in. So user7, click on the login button. Login successfully. Here the user is going to browse the dataset and load it to the database. Click on the browse button. So click on the click on the memory DOS attack CSV file. Click on OK button, open button. So we are going to view the data set. These are the data in the data set. So after that, we are going to load these data to a database. Click on the load button. Now the data stored successfully. Click on the OK button. Next, proceed. Click on the pre-process button. So the pre-processing is nothing but if there is null values in the dataset, it is going to replace those null values with a 0. So clicking on that, data stored successfully. Click on OK button. So so pre-processed successfully. So in those place there were null values, so those null values are replaced by 0. Click on the proceed button. Now we are going to split the dataset to test and train, so click on the split button. So as we said earlier, most of the data will be in the train and the remaining will be in the test. It was splitted in the ratio of 70:30. So click on the proceed button. Now we are going to classify the dataset using two algorithms, KNN and SVM. So click on the KNN button. Click on the classify button. So the accuracy produced by the KNN algorithm is very low, like 68%. So we are moving to the SVM algorithm. Click on the proceed button. Click on the SVM button. Click on the classify button. So the accuracy produced by SVM algorithm is 95. So we are going to predict using SVM algorithm. Click on the predict button. So in this prediction module, user is going to give an input. So just one. Total bytes is 78. Result is attack. So total number of bytes and the total packet size and the anomaly alert are true. So these are the possibilities that it will be attacked. So click on the logout button.